I was born to Andy Johns, who's a engineer mostly at the time. He's gone on to be record producer. And my mum's name was Paula Boyd, and she's no longer with us. And Andy at the time, I think when I was born, was mostly working with the Stones as an engineer. And my mum was a model and an actress. She used to be on TV on a bunch of adverts, like we don't have it now, but there was lovely jubbly orange juice.
Remember it well.
And she was also I think she was a swallow in the original series of Swallows and Amazons.
Oh.
So she was on TV a bit, and although slightly overshadowed by her elder sisters. My mum's eldest sister, Patty, of course, was married to a Beatle from quite an early age. So while my mum was still at school, everybody wanted to be her friend, including the headmistress and headmasters and stuff. And so I think for my mum anyway, the rules, there were no rules. There were no rules. You know, she was invited up to the headmistress's office to have a fag. You know, they'd be especially nice to her because they wanted the new Beatles album as soon as it came out. Or maybe even Mr. Harrison would come and pick her up from school at the end of term or something. So I think, you know,
a strange existence for her, I guess, and a strange pressure for her in a funny way.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, and I think most importantly, just the rules. There were no rules. Rules didn't apply. Yeah. And I think as well in the studio for, you know, people like Andy, my dad, they made the rules. They were making rock and roll was king. You know, and so.
And your uncle Glyn was, of course, he's associated with the Beatles, right? In some ways?
I think so, in some ways, and I mean many artists. In fact, Glyn's probably produced just about everyone.
Yeah.
You know? And Andy, my dad, followed Glyn into the studio, and I think it was Bill Wyman. Well, it was Bill Wyman gave my dad his first bass guitar, and hence why I'm called William. In fact, I played with Bill in London not too long ago, and I was awfully excited to see him, and I kept running up to him and Bill, I'm Will, you know, I was named after you, and Andy, and he looked at me and he said, so?